Dear students, in our previous video of computer system organizations, we discussed about various components of a computer and main components of computer and different types of computers. In this video, we are going to discuss about input devices. As you all know, input devices are the devices that are used to feed data and instructions into the computer. So, the modern multimedia computers perform variety of tasks. To perform all these tasks, various types of inputs like text, images and audio, video, etc. need to be entered into the computer, for which different types of input devices are needed. Let us now learn about some of the different types of input devices which help us to enter input into the computer in different forms. Okay children, let us see some of the input devices. It helps us to, as you all know, it helps us to enter inputs into the computer in different forms. So, keyboard, pointing devices, digitized or graphic tablet, touchscreen, scanners, character readers, modem, microphone, digital cameras and web cameras. We are going to discuss about all these things in detail. Let us start with keyboard. So, as you all know, the keyboard is used to feed data and instructions in text form into the computer. Right, it is one of the most commonly used input devices for the computer. So, the layout of the keyboard is similar to that of the traditional QWERTY keyboard. So, it contains 104 or 108 keys. So, it is like a typewriter. The alphabets are arranged like a typewriter. So, the first 6 characters are like Q, W, E, R, T, Y. That is why we call it as QWERTY keyboard. Okay. So, it contains, it will provide you various special functions also. So, like alphabets you can enter, symbols you can enter and numbers you can enter. So, they are grouped together. So, like function keys are grouped once and typewriter keys, control keys, cursor control keys and numeric keypad. Okay. So, through this we can type alphabets, numbers, functions, special keys and cursor. We can control the cursor using this cursor control keys. So, these keyboards are differentiated in many types like standard keyboard, multimedia keyboard, numerical keyboard and ergonomic keyboards. Okay, let's see what are the pointing devices. Okay, so these devices can be used to move and point the cursor on the screen. As you all know, the physical movements of these devices are converted into digital signals and accepted by the computer as input data. So, you might be knowing about mouse. So, keyboard and mouse are the most commonly used input devices, without which you cannot work with your computer. So, some of the popular pointing devices are mouse, joystick, light pen and trackball. Okay. So, what happens with the mouse? The user can move the pointer across the screen and point to any object or command on screen and select it by clicking left mouse button. So, some different types of mouses are shown below here. What are they? Let us see. So, first one is 2-button mouse, 3-button mouse and mechanical or optical mouse or Wi-Fi mouse. So, presently you may be aware of optical mouse and Wi-Fi mouse. So, previously there are 2-button mouse and 3-button mouse were also available. So, how this mouse will work? So, on the basis of the technology it uses, a mouse may be a mechanical or an optical mouse. A mechanical mouse has a ball to sense the movement of the mouse on the mouse pad, whereas an optical mouse uses the light beam, that is LEDs and photo detectors are used. Okay, the mouse is a handy input device used to work on the software with GUI. GUI means graphical user interface. So, it fits in your palm itself, right. So, you will have a mouse pad in that it will be placed, it fits in your palm. You can just easily move your mouse and click the buttons of the mouse and you can use it easily. Next input device is trackball and joystick. These two are the next input devices. Okay. So, these are all pointing devices. Okay, mouse is the first pointing device. Next is trackball and joystick. Both trackball and joysticks are used to move the cursor and select different items on the computer screen. Okay, joystick is a control device that consists of a handheld stick. Right, which is a joystick here. This is the joystick. It consists of a stick which pivots around one end to another end. Trackball has a roller ball which user spins and the cursor moves accordingly. So, these devices are used mostly in playing games. Next is light pen. So, it reads instead of writing. So the light pen, what it does, it reads instead of writing. It has a photocell with us, which is a small tube. Okay, when the user moves the tip of the pen over the screen surface, the pen is able to detect the light coming from a limited field of view. As the pen is pointed towards the light area, the light from the screen causes the photocell to respond. Okay, the light pens are generally used for graphical work, that is computer aided designing. We discussed previously. A particular software is needed to use this light pen with your computer. Next input devices, digitizer or graphic tablet. Okay, it is similar to a whiteboard only, except that you use a special pen called stylus to write on it. So you need a stylus pen to write on it. You must have seen the stylus pen in your classrooms, smart boards pens. They are also called as stylus pens. So it is connected to the computer. You should need a graphic tablet. Okay, it is like a whiteboard. It should be connected to your computer. You have, when you write on the graphic tablet, it will be displayed on your computer screen. Okay, when the user draws with a stylus on the tablet surface, electrical pulses are transmitted to the computer and the same drawing appears on the screen. The advantage of using this device is what? It can, even the poorly drawn lines appear perfectly on the screen. Okay, understood. Next is what? Touch screen. Next input device is touch screen. You must be aware. So a touch screen is a computer screen that you can touch with your finger to enter information. It is quite popular in smartphones, tablets, laptops, and even nowadays it is available in desktops also. You must have seen touch screens on a smart board, microwave, or an ATM machine. So they are also called as, in washing machine. So they are also called as touch screen. Okay, in ATM machine you would have seen touch screens, right? So next is scanners. Okay, it is an input device which is used to scan or create digital copy of a printed image or a document, and it will be saved in your computer. So which can be used number of ways later. Okay, like we can alter it or enhance it, print it, or use it on a web page. So to do scanning, scanners came with a scanning utility and an image editing application. There are a lot of scanners available in the market. So some scanners will convert the image into printed text into image. So let's see some of the popular scanners below. Flatbed scanners, sheet fed scanners, handheld scanners, and drum scanners. What are these? Let's see. So flatbed scanners consist of a flat surface on which you position the documents that ought to be scanned. Next is sheet fed scanners. By the name, what you understand, where the document is moved and the scan head remains immobile. Okay, it will not move, only the document moves and it will be scanning the document. Next is a handheld scanner. They are operated by hand. So it will be useful while for quickly capturing the text. You would have seen this type of scanners in some of the shopping malls, in libraries to scan the codes, right? Next is drum scanners. They are used by the publishing industry to capture incredibly detailed images. These drum scanners are used. Next we will see is character readers. We have so many types of character readers. So let's see what is character readers first. Character readers are another popular category of input devices that are used to read certain special characters or symbols from pre-printed forms or OMR sheets, then translate it to the CPU as the input data, and then translate and send it to the CPU as the input data. So what the character readers is used? Character readers are used for applications where a large volume of data from entry forms are to be fed into a computer in a very short time. So human error too is minimized in this method of data entry. So character readers are basically of two types, MICR and OCR. What are they? Magnetic ink character reader, optical character reader, then optical mark reader, then barcode readers. All these come under the character readers. So what is this MICR? Magnetic ink character recognition or character reader. Okay, is a character recognition system that uses a special type of ink and characters, so which will write information on bank check and some other documents. You would have seen in bank checks, in some other important official documents, these characters are used. These are written using a special ink. When such documents need to be read, it is passed through a machine called MICR. So what it will do, it will magnetizes the ink and then translates the magnetic information into a character which are directly input into a connected computer. So what it does, if you keep the check on the machine, it will read the characters from the check and it will be directly given as the input into the computer which you use. You would have used your DDs when you go to bank with your parents. You would have seen how the checks are read, how the DDs are read. Okay, also using the MICR machine. Next comes optical character reader. So it is also an input device capable of reading alphabets or numbers printed on a special stationery. It is widely used for the conversion of scanned images of handwritten, typewritten or printed text into machine encoded text. Right, it is normally used as a form of data entry for some sort of original paper data source, whether documents, sales receipts, mail or a number of printed records. So it is a common method of digitizing printed text. Okay, for example, the OCR is used by the postal services and airlines for reading passengers tickets and freight bills. Okay, next comes optical mark reader. You are all familiar with OMR sheets. It is used to read special marks on pre-printed forms. So like marked with a dark lead pencil or ink. You must have attended exams with OMR sheets, like you are attending Olympiad exam or some MCQ when you attend. Some of the exams when you attend, you will be using the OMR sheets. What it does actually, we can write only with the lead pencil or some loop ballpoint pens. So it will read only these two things. Okay, and it will be sent to the computer as the input. Next comes barcode readers. So it is used to read barcoded data by a laser beam. So it will have the handheld scanner. Can you see that scanner? So it will have a laser beam. It will be passed on to the particular barcode. It will be reading the barcode. Then it is transferred to the computer. It is used in libraries to read the IDs of the books and shop to scan the barcode at the time of billing. You would have seen in malls and libraries. Next comes modem, modulator, demodulator. It is also an input. It is an input device and also an output device. So which establishes internet connection between two or more computers via telephone lines. It is used to be a sender computer to change its. It is used by a sender computer to change its digital into analog signals transmitted over the telephone lines. It is also attached to the receiver computer, change the analog signals back to digital signals. So it is acting as a mediator between computer and the telephone lines. Next comes microphone. They are used to give audio input to a computer, for instance to record a narration, song and to add voice notes into a presentation. They are used with speech recognition software. Okay, so if nowadays to recognize a speech, like for example if you speak, it automatically types. For that this speech recognition software is required, so that when you speak your wordings will come as the printed text. Okay, next comes digital cameras. Okay, you must be aware of this digital cameras. They are used for capturing videos of real time happenings or events and storing them in digital form in a computer. It can be attached to a computer with the help of a USB port via data cable and can be transferred to the computer. You must have used digital computers and you must have transferred your videos and photographs to your computer. Next comes web cameras. It is a low resolution video camera which is used to provide a visual input. Its function is to capture and input images or videos into a computer. So it is used when you do video conferencing, right? Hope you all are clear with all the various input devices. Thank you, children.